No country in the world has ever passed a similar proposal in the Senate bill like this. We all know that there is a possibility that this might not even happen. But if it does, do you realize what's going on here? Think about it. We are about to make history. I'm serious. Let me explain. This is something many Filipinos may not realize right now amid the ongoing corruption in the Philippine government. We are about to make history here. However, I'm not referring to the unprecedented biggest scandal of government corruption, but the next step that we are all capable of achieving. Now, what do I mean by this? Okay, let's start with the very first line. When I say we are about to make history, I don't mean something that will just be reported in the news for a day or two. I mean history that changes the trajectory of governance, not just for the Philippines, but for the entire world. This is bigger than any single politician or any single case being discussed on the Senate floor right now. It's about securing a permanent fix. You see, we are all focused right now on this eagerness to make all the corrupt people pay for what they did to our country, stealing our tax money, destroying our lives as a result of building substandard projects that are supposed to protect us from Mother Nature disasters, and not to mention all the ghost projects. Think about those ghost projects. Not only did they steal the money, but they left us defenseless. The recent massive corruption scandals involving flood control projects, for example, these are supposed to protect communities from Mother Nature disasters. Instead, they are substandard or completely non-existent. And when the typhoon hits, we pay the ultimate price. The tax money you and I work hard for was supposed to protect us, but instead, it became a weapon against us, destroying our safety and security. It's time to stop just crying over spilled milk and demand a system that makes the milk unspillable. Now, here's the thing. What we are now doing out there, expressing our frustration, rallying and pressuring the government to speed up this process of prosecuting all the government officials and contractors that are behind this, we now find ourselves in this never-ending cycle with the same frustration that keeps repeating over and over again, hoping for new developments only for us to talk about it more and more. We've all been there. We watch the news, we get angry, we post our rage online, we debate the details, and then nothing really changes. The next month, a new scandal emerges and the cycle repeats. It's like a never-ending teleserye of political frustration, isn't it? We keep hoping that the current system, with its same old process of committees, hearings, and red tape, will suddenly deliver justice. However, here's the reality check. The process is designed to be slow and opaque, which allows the corrupt system to regenerate itself. We need to upgrade the fight itself. We need a weapon that is bigger than any politician's influence. But what do most of us do instead? We all get caught up with this hottest topic that everybody loves to hate, so they can keep voicing their frustration over and over again. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but there's a big but. What if all these processes, the investigations or invitations, interparliamentary courtesy? What if we run out of patience? When we lose patience, these are the directions the conversation often takes. We often revert to old, sometimes chaotic ways of demanding change because we feel like we have no other option. But that's the beautiful part about human evolution and technological progress. We don't have to choose between endlessly talking about the problem or resorting to violence. There's a third option, a smarter, more permanent solution that harnesses the transparency of technology. We have matured beyond the point where our only recourse is to shout louder in the streets. We can now integrate the fix directly into the system. Yes, we can always use our people power. However, we also have the tendency to go in this direction. Let me remind you of this. We have all come a long way, technologically and evolutionarily, right? Let me help you understand the history that is about to unfold. At least this is what we will be hoping for. This is where I want you to pay attention because this is the real historical moment. The Senate is currently trying to pass a bill that will give all of us the capability to see how our tax money is spent. Senator Bam Aquino renamed this Blockchain Act to the CADENA Act. That stands for the Citizens' Access and Disclosure for Expenditures for National Accountability. By the way, to learn more about this proposed bill, click the link in the description. However, for this video, my goal is to make you realize why this will be a historical event. No country in the world has ever passed a similar proposal in the Senate bill like this. And why is this a massive groundbreaking deal? Because while other progressive countries like Estonia, UAE, or Sweden use blockchain for specific limited services like securing health records, land titles, or identity management, none of them have passed a national comprehensive law mandating that the entire national budget, all contracts, all payables, and all project progress reports be recorded on a digital public ledger, accessible to every single citizen with criminal penalties for failure to comply. The world has pilots and experiments, yes, but we are talking about legislation, a law that forces every agency from the Department of Budget and Management down to the DPWH to track every single peso. You will have the ability to see how the government is spending our tax money. This will be within our reach. If this bill passes, the Philippines won't just be joining the global conversation on technology and governance, we will be leading it. We will be setting the global standard for what budget transparency looks like in the 21st century. We would be the first country to institutionalize immutable, trackable budget data, ensuring that the next generation never has to deal with the same cycle of corruption and frustration that we are dealing with right now. This is our chance to build the ultimate digital wall against corruption. If we are complaining and pushing to have all the guilty ones pay for what they did to us, we should also put pressure on the Senate bill and the House to pass this bill. So that's the real fight. Now, for those of you sitting there right now, the ones whose first thought is, oh, this will never pass, or another corrupt law, nothing ever changes in this country. Listen up. Don't let me down. I need your pessimism. Go ahead and hit that comment section below and tell me exactly why this is impossible, why it's doomed to fail, and how nothing good ever happens here. Seriously, I'm counting on you guys to prove you're the most consistent community on YouTube. The rest of you, the ones who think this is actually worth fighting for, hit like, share the video, and let's flood the comments with a different kind of pressure. Let's make some noise.